Caleborate. The last time we heard from Caleborate was in 2017 with his Real Person album. With a few years to grow, what stores do we get on the new album, Hear Me Out? Is it any good? Here's our honest review of Hear Me Out by Caleborate.
Hear Me Out by Caleborate.
Yeah, man.
Last time we heard from Caleborate was Real Person, right?
Yep.
And we was rocking out with that joint pretty heavy.
Yes, it was.
It felt actually really good to listen to it again today.
Yeah, and you was mad at me because I held out on you.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, you had held out on that one. So I've been listening to this joint repetitively since Sunday, and then today I was just like, let me go back to Real Person and just revisit that, and just revisiting it. I was just like, man,
Good vibes.
good vibes. And how you feel about this album artwork?
I actually think it's pretty dope. I don't know what movie.
Get Out.
Man, I was sitting here looking at the thing the whole time, like, what does this remind me of?
Get Out the movie cover.
There you go. But yeah, I like it. It's pretty dope. Dope shot. Dope composition and everything like that.
Yeah, man, it's cool, man. It's like it kind of gives me this vibe, like the story that he's telling, like he's kind of going through something.
Yeah.
And it's like a horror movie to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I felt like he went with the Get Out. He has that facial expression on his face. Hear Me Out, it's in the same font as Get Out. Yeah. So I thought all of that was cool. It kind of went together. Right. The flow of this album, man, this is a little bit more darker and more emotional than Real Person to me. That's the vibe I got.
Yeah, it's definitely more personal, definitely more intricate to himself. And I just kind of feel like, with this one, he just had to let some stuff out.
Highlights, man. Look, Hear Me Out is a great opening track. It's got a really dope instrumental to go along with it. California Breeze, man. His ode to weed, his ode to marijuana, that ganja, Mary Jane, all of that good stuff. Yeah, that song is super fire.
Yeah.
He did a hell of a job describing it. I mean, it's been done a million times, but it's always cool to hear another take on it and another variation on it, and that one was extra smooth. Yeah. 33 featuring Larry June, I thought that was actually really good. And No Better, man, I was feeling him, man. I was feeling the vibe, and I kind of like the fun he had in the last verse. It sounded like he was freestyling off the top of the head. That's the vibe I got from that last song. Did it sound like he was freestyling to you?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Hear Me Out was a great way to start, especially not after hearing for a while. My boy was just like, hey, Caleborate got a new project out? And I was like, huh? So it was always good just to hear that. So Hear Me Out was like the perfect way to start for somebody you ain't listened to in a while. And he still has that hunger in his voice, He ain't slowed down one bit, so that was dope. 33, I thought Caleborate had a dope verse. I like how his energy meshed with the song. And I'll get to the other part, my lowlights. California Breeze is really, really dope. I just love the whole vibe of it, the whole instrumentation. It just sounds really, really great. Only for the Real was dope to me, man. That was just a really, really dope track. And No Better was fire.
Lowlights, man. Like Telegraph. I wasn't really feeling Telegraph. It was cool. Lyrically, it's not a bad song. I felt like the beat was just a little too dreary and somewhat depressing, if you could say so. And then not only that, that's the only song per se that's like a low light to me. But aside from that, the vibe of the project felt a lot more down than Real Person was. You know what I'm saying? Like Real Person, you kind of had back and forth. But this one, I felt like you can hear the pain in his voice, man. He's going through something, man. Some stuff is stressing him out. And he needs somebody to vent to. That's why the project is called Hear Me Out. And I get that vibe throughout the whole project. Him talking about his dad and everything like that. It's some deep topics here. But I just wish, and it's not like I don't love
it's not like
music that's not like that. Like
I feel you.
I always point this out. I listen to Joe Budden. He talks about he has some of the most depressing music ever. But this. It's depressing, but it's not like super hot fire depressing where it's just like you just have to listen.
It's
to
kind of like having you thinking about the artist, like, man, I hope everything gets better.
Yeah, that's exactly how I was thinking, because I was just like, man, I hope somebody's there to like hear him out for real, listen to him, like let him know everything's gonna be all right, man.
Most definitely. Telegraph, I was feeling the same way. Like I thought it was cool, but like it really didn't fit the mold for me. 33. I thought Larry June brought 33 down, man. I really didn't like his verse. That's just my opinion, but I felt like Caleborate has such a high energy, and I love the way he was rapping on the beat that when it kind of got to that, he kind of brought the song down. And that was really the only lowlights for me. But I do agree with you. It does sound like he's going through a space. I hope, everything he gets out allows him to come off the other side, more strong and everything like that. Because, man, Real Person was really dope. The other projects he had, I can't remember the name of, was really dope. So I hope he keeps his drive because I like the hunger in his voice and everything like that.
Final thoughts, man. Look, as far as being an MC, Caleborate is super gifted. He has flows, he has setups, he has some schemes, he can tell a story, but it's just something about the vibe of this project. It kind of like took the spirit out of me wanting to listen to it. I don't really know what it is. Like, I'm still rocking with it because I'm just like, man, he's killing it. He's killing it, man. Some dope punchline. I caught that. That was cool. Yeah, but it was just something about it that I was just like, man, it's just like I don't know if I want to listen to it. Like you said, it's just like if I had his phone number, I'd call him like, yo, bro, you all right? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's just the vibe I got from the project, and it's still some dope MCing, but just needed to be a little bit more hope in the project, I guess you can say.
Well, I guess everybody has to have a certain kind of outlet. His outlet is music, of course. So I think this is a good take. Now, if we would have got like 11, 12 songs of this, then I would be like, okay, man, what's going on? So thankfully, it's only 7 focused topics, basically it's personal him. So I thought it was a good air out, hear me out of his personal struggles and everything like that. I have no doubt about he probably come out with something more uplifting after this, but this is probably just something that he had to go through,
I agree. I think he did need to get it off his chest.
Yeah.
Final grade, man. Look, like I said, MC and Caleborate, he got it. Dope bars throughout the whole project. Just a little bit on the darker side to me. Needed just a little bit more of a glimmer of hope in the project. I'm going to give it a dash. I like Caleborate, though. I'm going to keep checking him out.
Well, I'm going to give him a check. I feel like, he wasn't a dark one, but I still think he made the most of that dark period. Now, if we get another project and it's still this kind of vibe, then I'm going to be a little bit upset. But I want to see more from Caleborate, and I want to wish all the best for him, man, because he's a dope artist. He's a real dope artist.